A Breaking Bad movie is reportedly in the works over at Sony and AMC. Am I excited about it? You're goddamn right. My name is Tom, I am the one who knocks, and this is Tom's Take. So news broke not too long ago from Variety magazine, at least that's where I read it, that a Breaking Bad movie is in the works and is officially in development by creator Vince Gilligan, who is supposedly going to executive produce, write the script, and possibly direct this movie, though it remains unclear as to whether this 2-hour long movie will be released in theaters or on television or on some streaming service of some kind. I really love Breaking Bad. It is my all-time favorite television show, taking over the mantle from Prison Break, which was, for the longest time, my all-time favorite television show. I was very late to the Breaking Bad party. I only saw it in full a couple of years ago. My whole family basically binged it in a week. We were all obsessed with it for about a week and a half. There was just nothing else going on in our house except Breaking Bad. Like, it was all we could talk about. And it was also possibly the most time we'd spent as a family together in a very long time. Now, if I had it my way, I think this movie should drop straight on a streaming service or straight on network television. I think that'd be the best way to release the movie. Obviously, you're not going to make the same kind of money that you would if you release it straight into theaters. But I feel like, Breaking Bad's audience is on television. Like, that's where the show started. To me, it just makes the most sense to release it onto a streaming service or straight onto network television. I wouldn't be opposed to going to, obviously, if they released it into theaters, I would pay the money, I would go see it opening night, of course I would. So where do you go with a Breaking Bad movie? What are some of the possibilities? In the report, it does say they're not sure as to whether Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul are going to return as Walt and Jesse. But of course they have to return. If you're gonna do a movie, you're gonna call it Breaking Bad or the Breaking Bad movie or whatever you're gonna call it. If it's a Breaking Bad movie, you have to have Jesse and Walt, don't you? Like, really? What I would personally love to see, and I think a lot of Breaking Bad fans would agree with me on this, is this movie would take place after the show finishes and basically takes place where the show left off, with Jesse getting away. And what does Jesse's life look like maybe a few years after Breaking Bad? And that's not to say that, Walt couldn't pop up, I don't know, in some flashback scenes or in some other way. There are ways in which you could involve Walt in this movie if you really wanted to have Bryan Cranston involved, and that just makes too much sense to have Bryan Cranston involved in this thing. And although, there are other possibilities as well, you don't have to go that way of starting the movie where the show left off. You could tell another story with Walt and Jesse that's still in continuity with the show, like, say, between season 2 and 3. Like, I don't know, that you could theoretically put a movie in there and say it's in this time period during the show. Now, this movie would be one of the first things to come out of Vince Gilligan's new 3-year-long deal that he's signed with Sony, and I believe also with AMC, to where he would be basically just creating content for them. Of course, we still have Better Call Saul on the air at the moment, which I actually really enjoy. Better Call Saul. Like, if you're a Breaking Bad fan and you're not watching Better Call Saul, I don't know what rock you live under. Better Call Saul is a really good show. And of course, the movie, this Breaking Bad movie also opens the door wide open to bring back other characters, depending on when you say this movie takes place. You could possibly bring back beloved characters Gus Fring, Mike Ehrmantraut, of course Hank, Marie, the whole family would come back. Personally, though, I would love to see it set after the series has ended and pick up with Jesse Pinkman and, start a new story. Or do a Breaking Bad movie and just completely reboot it, although this report does say that it will be set within the existing Breaking Bad universe and with the existing franchise. So my bet is on the fact that it's going to take place after the series ends, and is going to pick up with Jesse Pinkman, and of course Aaron Paul would return for that. At least I would think so. He's been in multiple interviews. I've seen him talk about how he would love to come back and play Jesse Pinkman, even on Better Call Saul. Of course he's going to do the movie. So anyway, guys, that is my thoughts on the news that a Breaking Bad movie is in the works over at Sony. I will leave links to the Hollywood Reporter down in the description so you can go and read the report for yourself. Remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and ring that notifications bell so that you never miss out on my take on all things movies. My name is Tom. I will see you guys next time.